Hello and welcome to another edition of the Forex Technical Market Update for Wednesday, July 8th, 2015. Okay, the US dollar is down on the morning. The US dollar is down against most of the currency pairs, and except with the exception of the British pound that is having a very bad day today. We see some position squaring and we see a large sell-off in the pound, and we'll get to that. But just taking a look at the US dollar index, which is a composite of all the different currency pairs, all the major currency pairs. What happened was that the market, let me just redraw this trend line. We see where the market was able to break this downtrend. The market was able to break out of this consolidation pattern, and it broke out to the upside. Now, what normally happens on a breakout is that the market will retest the trend line before going up. I mean, with all possibility and probability, the market could also just head straight back down, because remember, when we're trading, there is no 100% rule that the market must follow. But the rule with technical analysis that the market sometimes follows, and is that it retests the trend line and then it will head back up. So what's happening now is that this could be a retest of the trend line with the US dollar index. So we're going to see how it reacts to this trend line here, or near the trend line. And when we speak about a retest of a trend line, the market does not necessarily need to actually touch the trend line. Sometimes the market goes and comes close to the line and then continues up, because there are no hard and fast rules in trading these markets. Okay, so that's what's happening with the US dollar index. And so let's take a look at the individual currencies. And what we see here is the euro. We had our consolidation pattern, and the euro, similar situation to the dollar index. The market broke down out of this consolidation pattern, and this could just be a retest of the trend line. This trend line here, the market could just be retesting this trend line before heading down. Naturally, the market could just continue to the upside, but the rule is that it will retest and come back down. Okay, so we are going to see, or we're looking how the euro reacts to this downtrend line here. I draw this other trend line on the chart because if this trend line, this inner trend line, is broken, the current trend line will be this one here. And if the market continues to decline, we have to see how the market reacts to this trend line that comes in today, just below this 108 level. So we have to see how the market reacts to that outer trend line if we continue to see weakness with the euro. Okay, taking a look at the Japanese yen. The Japanese yen is up pretty big on the day, and we're coming up to, we spoke about that area of support. And what's happening now, let me go to the 4-hour chart. We see where the market has broken out down below the 618 retracement level, and is currently trading slightly below the monthly S1 pivot point. And the monthly S1 is at 120.95, and the weekly S2 is at 121.05. And I said earlier in the week that this area could act as support. So let's see if the market is able to get support around this 120.95 area, or would we see a further decline into the monthly S2 at 119.48. The S1 and S2 for this market is fairly close. So we could see the market trade down to 119.50, or we get support somewhere here. So that's something to look out for with the Japanese yen. And if you're going to take a trade to the long side, you want to see strength return to this currency pair. You want to see buyers step in before going long. Taking a look at the New Zealand dollar, which has been beaten up over the last couple of trading sessions, we have a fairly large up day on the New Zealand dollar today, and the market bounced out of that 66.50 low that was made yesterday. The actual low was 66.20. The market bounced out of that area and is heading up slightly. Okay, so another market of interest is the Australian dollar. The Australian dollar was down on the day but has recovered slightly and it's now unchanged. And we see that we broke out of this consolidation pattern, and it's definitely in the realm of possibility for the market to retest the area of breakdown, which is around the 76 level. So we could see a retest and then the market head back down. But the market that has been down the most today is definitely the British pound. The British pound is down against the US dollar. Let me just clean up the chart. And we are coming up on the 50% retracement level. We're not quite there yet. It's at 152.49 and we're at 153.45. The 50% retracement level of the move from 146 up to 159.22. And because the British pound is down against US dollar, we see that it's also down huge against the Japanese yen, because the Japanese yen is up and the British pound Japanese yen is down huge. Remember, this was a trade we were in. We were involved with this trade. We got in. And this is the essence of trend trading. We got in. We got out when the market was pulling back. And this essentially was our profit. Just over 1,000 pips. This was our profit area. Notice now the market has retraced pretty significantly. We don't allow our profits to go back down too far. We get in and we take profits when the markets start to pull back, and that's the essence of our trend trading strategy. Similar thing with the British pound versus the euro. We see that the market tests the bottom of the consolidation and is now trading back to the upside. It's down huge against the euro, the British pound. Okay, another market of interest before I leave is gold. We see that gold is testing this consolidation pattern that I drew here. You see, market came down once. This was 1, 2, and now we're bouncing at the third trend line. So that's why these areas of support and resistance can be quite powerful. Okay, and the thing, another market to watch is, apart from gold, because we're watching to see if this area of support is able to hold and will hold. But another market of interest is the stock market. And yesterday I told you that S&P 500 ETF, it was trading down to its support area. Support 1, support 2. Okay, and the market traded down, tested the support area yesterday, and bounced pretty significantly. Now, the disturbing thing for the stock market is that we haven't seen much of a follow through from this bounce. So we are going to we may get another retest of this level, and if we break below this 204 level, that could definitely lead to further losses in the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. Okay, now if you like to have these trading signals sent to your trading account automatically, and we have a number of folks who have taken up this offer and is in the process of connecting their accounts. Now, if you're in the process of connecting your accounts, just follow the process and get them connected as soon as possible, because the markets are definitely shaping up for some exciting times ahead. So if you want to get the signals, click on the link below this video and get started, because the only way you can achieve success in anything is actually taking action and following through. And following through is definitely important. And I would like to congratulate some folks, especially I didn't get permission to name his name, but he took the Forex course in February and followed through and is doing quite well at this point in time as a result of the course. It's often that folks get Forex courses or whatever courses and they just brush over it for a couple of videos and then they just discard it or ask for refunds or whatever. You don't get ahead by quitting halfway, and you get ahead by actually following through and doing the work, and that's how you become successful. Trading is not nothing that anyone cannot do. It's definitely in the realm of possibility for folks to do it, but what I find is that a lot of folks just do not follow through with whatever course they are doing, and they blame the course and say, oh, this course is no good, blah blah blah. But the point is, you have to follow through and you have to take action and you have to do the work, and not just for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You have to be continually doing the work for you to become successful. That's how everyone is successful. Look at athletes. Most athletes, tennis players, track stars, they put in the work constantly every day and then they get the reward. Okay, enough of, let me come off of my soapbox. If you if you want the signals, remember to click on the link below, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you.